much as we kick off into this PvP. To the top right-hand side, our red Protoss player. This is PtitDrogo. Bottom left-hand side, our pink Protoss player from Scythe Esports is Zest. Again, great to have so many of you in here today. Thank you so much for joining me here for the 2018 Has Left the Game tournament. It's an event me and PtitDrogo are putting on. Adzi with the 401 bits to sneak up into second place on the bit board. Thank you so much, Adzi. Dude, I will update your board decoration as well at some point when I find it, I promise. Thank you so much for the 101 bits. Thank you so much. But yes, getting into this game. What was I just saying before Adzi came in with the bits? I don't know. Oh, yes. Just in case you're just new to this event, you just tuned in, very quick recap. This is 2018 Has Left the Game by myself and PtitDrogo. We're working together to bring you guys an event here this year, this December. And quick pause here. Again, no lies, straight up honesty with you guys. These games were played about an hour ago. We were playing 2 matches at a time, so we're just into the final replays now. We've casted 5 or 6 of the matches live. The last few are just coming in as replays. Again, just honesty right there, just in case, because someone's going to be like, what? It's a replay? But yeah, it's an event me and PtitDrogo are putting on. It's a bit of a bigger event than what we'd usually do, just as like a let's do an online tournament to fill up, December a little bit. We took a whole bunch of money. We've got a $1,500 prize pool here. And all we're saying is that if you guys are enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the games, if you're enjoying the matches, do consider subscribing, do consider using our Twitch Prime subs, do consider donating, cheering, or whatever, or just following and tuning in again, because the more support we get on this, the more successful it is, the more of this we will do in the future. We had this discussion already. We said, look, if this really works out and it goes very well, we are, we're both very open to the idea of doing more events like this, working together to make bigger events with as many players as possible that run over a good period of time. So, yeah, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're enjoying the games, the players, consider supporting, because it really does go a long way. Thank you so much, Endlands, coming in with the 3-month resub. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 3 months. Dude, you're going to get a decoration on the tree straight after this game. I've already got it written out for you as I was talking away just there. So thank you so much for the 3 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. A couple of Stalkers coming out here from Drogo. So it's going to be nice 2-gate opening a piece so far. And they're going to go into Stargate versus Stargate. Zest, Stargate, just a little bit faster. And as we see, Drogo will be going up by a couple of Stalkers here, actually. Zest only made a Stalker Sentry, so it's going to be Drogo with a 2-Stalker advantage. And still making Stalkers as well. Feels like Drogo maybe has a lot of potential with aggression here. Uses the Sentry to hallucinate a Phoenix to see what he's pushing into to get some scouting information. Zest uses the Sentry for the exact same thing, figuring out what's going on in the base of his opponent. So he flies right on in here, and you will see that Stargate. So knowing it's Stargate versus Stargate, both players know that. We will see Phoenix production here now, and getting set up in towards that. So getting set up into Phoenix on Phoenix. And that's just a very typical way for PvP to go. But it does feel like Drogo, throwing down a pylon, might still be aggressive with this, with the idea of maybe not going overly into Phoenix, but using a couple of them to help out. And look at this, as Zest goes into a second Stargate and starts to really commit hard into Phoenix, Drogo will have a few more units on the ground than Zest. And that ground army, when the Phoenix count is still low, that is your timing where your ground army is actually useful against Phoenix. Usually, there's a reason we see Phoenix on Phoenix happen, and the fact that they just mass Phoenix and they don't stop. Because when Phoenix get massed up, they are dangerous and they're almost unstoppable. But, in this situation, the Phoenix count isn't there yet, and Drogo has the ground army advantage, and with the second Stargate coming down, that's an investment that's not going to help Zest either. So suddenly Drogo's already on this natural expansion, and Zest looks as though he's in a little bit of trouble here. Probes are going to pull in as, straight away Drogo loses the Phoenix. Well, that's not even too surprising. Force field on the ramp is actually Drogo keeping Zest from kiting back in towards the main base. As the Phoenix lifts, there's enough Stalkers to target it down. Now the Phoenix that remains doesn't actually have any energy. So there's not even anything it can do, as Drogo will just outnumber the Stalkers 6-2 there for a moment. Now it's going to be 6-on-4, but he's still just taking the fight so easily into his own favor. And actually, Drogo comes in with his own Phoenix now, lifts up a Stalker to help out in this fight. Probes are still in trouble as Zest is trying to hold on to this. That Phoenix is super low. The Probes trying to stop these units from getting up the ramp and getting high ground vision. Oh, there's the shot to get the Phoenix down. And all of a sudden, those extra probes are dropping. The Zell goes down, though, from Drogo, but he still has the Stalker count as he pushes up the ramp to take game number 1 against Zest. Drogo takes the... As soon as this game is done. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. So, no, you don't really get multiple. But the other thing that I was saying, is that we do have these Rift Blushes. So, the Rift Blushes are little Rift Blush emotes printed out that we will add to decorations. And I'm very happy to add a Rift Blush to any decoration on the tree that doesn't have one. If we go, God, Jesus Christ. If you wanted to donate more, like, so if you wanted to donate $50, what I was going to say is you could have like a decoration. I'd also add some Rift Blushes on other decorations for you. But then you just go and drop the 20 sub bomb. Okay, well, let's just do this right here at the start of the game. $20 decorations. Alright, Port being a god and dropping the 20 sub bomb. Guys, if you hear your name right now as this PvP gets started, you've just been gifted a sub by Port. So welcome to the Wardy family, Amongolan, Cafe Pele SC2, Zaratunaz, Halafor, welcome back to the Wardy family, Roast Beef 475, Bitwise, Tyrons 360, Zippy D Wonder Dog, Luna Knight 219, Ziska, Zizokwa, I don't know how you say your name, Big Mo, Kruger1, Mighty Mungo, Megapop, Aranax1, Dan Manfu, Sparta Fun, Mazio, Melee, 2P, and Ghost Fiend. Can we get some love in the chat for Port? And we are going to get onto those decorations at some stage in the future. Oh dear. I'm starting to get some out to get started, at least. Or try to. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm going to hang 20 decorations on the tree. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the Wardy family. And thank you so much, support, for dropping the sub bomb. Can we get some love in the chat, please? As you do see, Stargate openings apiece. Once again here between the two players, Drogo and Zest. Both opening with the Stargate. And we'll see how it plays this time around. So, yeah. This time it's a little bit more kind of evened out. There better be space for my resub tomorrow. There will be, don't worry. Do not worry, Shemzy. There will be. Wardy needs a second tree. No, we're going to make the first tree super full. It'll be really fun. The first tree is just going to be super full. It's going to be really awesome, trust me. First hallucination comes across. Players will now be figuring out that this is Stargate on Stargate, so both of them kind of knowing what's up here. Wait, why am I on my own cam? God damn, I'm trying to follow someone else to like see what's going on, and while I write out a couple of decorations. Not happening, apparently. Not happening. Phoenix just going to be chilling out there for a moment, just moving back and forth. And this time it's going to be Zest again going double Stargate, but on the other side, PtitDrogo is going to throw down the Twilight Council. So Twilight Council getting popped on down. Second Stargate is going to be coming up. It's going to get interesting because it's going to be straight into Blink, maybe even straight DTs. Is another option as well, because if you assume your opponent's going to play the big Phoenix game, where's the detection? Well, it just doesn't exist. So Dark Shrine is a big possibility, but nope. For the moment, just going to be a Blink upgrade, Chrono boosting away. So yeah, Drogo is going to go heavy on the Blink Stalkers, try and counter the Phoenix, and we'll see if it works out for him. I still feel like you have to do something before the Phoenix get too massed up, though, because I feel like if you don't, you really end up in a bit of a tough spot where you're just not really going to... It's going to just get tough, right? Like, it's not going to be easy to really make something happen. It's going to be seeing the real Phoenix obviously getting rid of that hallucination nice and quickly there. Girl Phoenix and the Stalkers just hanging out as we do see hallucination heading up Zest also trying to keep track of what's going on. Or PtitDrogo, sorry, trying to keep track of what's going on. Zest throws down a fleet beacon, so all said and done, he didn't really get that much info as to what was happening, otherwise he wouldn't have continued to go. So he didn't see the Twilight Council. Without seeing the Twilight Council, he doesn't know that this is a switch away from Phoenix. All he saw was a couple of Phoenix shutting down a hallucination. So yeah, a little bit of a weird one at the moment here, actually. Again, that's fleet beacon on the way up. A couple more Phoenix on the way out here from Zest. Do you see this probe of Drogo is still coming around the far left-hand side. He's had some gateway at the front, so he is going to start getting more aggressive. With the Twilight Council down, he'll throw the Templar Archives up as well. With this Templar Archives coming through, he is going to be able to get in towards a couple of Archons here. So Archon's obviously going to be very good against Phoenix, because the Phoenix are just straight up not going to have an answer to Archons. I feel like usually Zest would be much more aggressive if he knew that this wasn't Phoenix on Phoenix, right? You'd use these Phoenix, you'd be shutting down Stalkers en masse, you'd be killing off loads of probes. Drogo would be in so much trouble, but because he's hidden this from, Zest, Zest is just blindly going into more Phoenix. He's scared to move across the map because he doesn't want to lose the Phoenix War by being the aggressor. And now as he comes across the map, he's going to be realizing just how wrong he was. And he starts up a carrier. That's not going to help you either, Zest. Not at all. What's up, Chaos Fuffy? Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime resub for 3 months. Welcome back. Get your decoration on the tree as well, as you're going to see these Phoenix coming in, and I mean, okay, great, but there's already an Archon up. There's already a huge amount of Stalkers. And as Zest flies over to the main base, you're going to see a bit of a recall there just to get underneath these Phoenix instantly and to keep pushing them back. Gets a kill. Honestly, a worthwhile recall, because what else is Drogo going to use that recall for in the near future? An extra Phoenix kill helped to deny further damage being done. This works quite nicely, actually. As Phoenix continue to go towards the upper side. They do find this proxied gateway, but there's nothing on the ground from Zest to actually come along and to deny that or anything, actually. So there you go. I mean, yeah, I can't really come in and stop that at all. Army of Drogo coming across. And as the army of Drogo comes over, starts to poke around a little bit. First couple of carriers are here, but is that really going to... I mean, Drogo just blinks straight on top of it. So the first carrier going to go down. The shield battery kept it alive there for a little while. Now it's out of energy. Another blink should be ready soon. They'll just blink onto the carrier again. And they're straight underneath it. And Drogo doing a lot. I mean, the Phoenix are just... Well, I mean, they come back home, but what are they really going to do? There's just nothing they can get done at all. Recalls them. I mean, they can lift some of these Stalkers up, but I feel like the damage is already being done. The Zealot and an Archon are being blocked from kind of coming up the ramp. The wall-off idea is nice, but again, the Stalkers are just doing way too much at the moment. Just going to be seeing those Phoenix picking up a Zealot or two. Multiple Zealots getting picked off, actually. Oh, another Phoenix going down. I mean, again, the Phoenix will start to clean this up, perhaps, but it's too much already done here. I mean, Drogo's on free bases. He can rebuild so easily. Extra Stalkers showing up because, again, that gateway's been proxied for a good long time. So this base is definitely going down. And, well, just going to be picking this all off. So Nexus goes down. Zealot's going to continue taking some damage. And he's coming forwards, and again, just going to be seeing the Stalkers just continue to kite away. Still kind of coming through, and again, Phoenix lifts up. There's one of the Stalkers there, Zealot or two, but it's just not enough, is there? These Interceptors don't seem to be getting the job done. The carriers are blinked under once again, and just continue to get rid of these carriers. These are hugely expensive units that are just so irreplaceable. And that's a GG. PtitDrogo takes down Zest 2-0, just like that. Wow. Drogo's having a hell of a day. 2-0 Gumiho, 2-0 Zest, 1-2 against Solar, and Drogo is on the verge of maybe moving through this group with Fantasy left to play. This is getting